In chapter 3 of Ruth, this is my favorite part, and I'm going to finish on that. Chapter 3, verse 3. Naomi tells Ruth, "Now do as I tell you. Take a bath and put on a perfume and dress in your nicest clothes. Then go to the threshing floor." So Naomi sends Ruth, because Ruth, she is not married. She gives her instruction because Boaz, he's been very good to Naomi and to Ruth. And she gives her instructions and she sends her, says, go to the threshing floor, put a perfume, put your nicest dress on, and go to the threshing floor. And here's what I want to challenge you. In this time, wherever you're at, maybe you're still feeling some disappointments. You're going through some famine, some wilderness in your life. Maybe it's in your ministry, in your marriage. Maybe it's in your career. Maybe it's in whatever area in your life, in your spiritual life. Go to the threshing floor. Threshing floor in the Bible always represents intimacy with God. We see in the book of Ruth that Boaz represents Christ and Ruth represents the church. And a threshing floor represents intimacy. I want to challenge you to go back to the intimate place with the Lord. Go back to the threshing floor. Go back to the place of intimacy. Go back to the place of intimacy with Jesus. Because He is the only one that can redeem your life. He is the only one that can redeem you. Do what Martha did. She came and she sat at the feet of Jesus. And Jesus said she chose the better part. I want you to invite you back to cultivate a life of intimacy with Jesus. Whatever that might look like to you. Maybe you've prayed and you've been disappointed. Maybe disappointments, they caused your heart to harden, even for bitterness to take root in your heart, and you already stopped praying. You stopped reading the Word of God. You stopped being intimate with God because of that hardened heart. This is why I was challenging you to let go and release God and to forgive, to release your heart so that you can go back to the threshing floor and you can be intimate with Boaz, with Christ. Go back to your secret room. Go back to the time and to the place of intimacy. Jesus, in the book of Revelation, was rebuking one of the churches. He said, "You are neither hot or cold." And he said, "I will spit you out." And he's challenging him. He says, "Go back to your first love. Go back to the time where you were intimate with me. Because out of intimacy comes the fruit. Out of intimacy, you will bear fruit. Out of intimacy will come the harvest in your life. Out of intimacy, you will be able to persevere. You will be able to not quit. You will be able to push through, and you will be able to get to the other side when you will see harvest in your life. When you see the promise of God being fulfilled in your marriage, in your ministry, in your calling, in your career, in your business, in your finances, in your family, and with your children. It's in the place of intimacy. Some of you are running around looking for secret to success here, for secret to success there. But really the secret of your success, the secret of your fruit is hidden in intimacy with Jesus.